That's so cool. I hate technology. Why is it so complicated? I got some light strips, like LED light strips that I put on my wall, and now my room's kind of because yeah, so is the PS5. Mine, certain games for mine, it doesn't shut off, but most of the time the games it doesn't change. But my controller is sitting on my dresser. I only use my controller to select stuff and to set up the wheel. I'm on my wheel and shifter again. It's really hard to turn the wheel playing this game, by the way. The my force my force feedback on my steering wheel is at max.
Q.
Brakes. I have none. Still weird. This is front wheel drive. Whee! If the guy joins again, I'm gonna tell him from the start that he should like give us his Discord or something so that we can actually talk to him because that was annoying.
You will still do YouTube.
Yes, I will. I will still do YouTube because a lot of people did actually tell me they wanted me to stay. Most of them were like in person and not. Maybe, maybe. I won't tell you. True story. The Chevy that I'm driving, the 6x6, I actually owned one in real life, but
Nice.
it was not front wheel drive. You know every game in the or every vehicle in this game is real life, right? Yeah. I mean, I owned the Apache. I actually owned one in real life, but in the game it's front wheel drive, but in real life they're not front wheel drive. You you do know though the Apache, like the name the Apache, that is an actual vehicle, right? Yeah. And I owned one. The exact same one that I'm using, I owned, blue and everything. I cannot hear a word you're saying, bud. You're just mumbling. Yeah, I could hear the whole time, but you just weren't speaking clearly. But yeah, I owned one of these trucks in real life. The exact same, pretty much color and everything. Obviously, there's no stickers, but yeah, in the game it's front wheel drive, and you turn on six wheel. And mine in real life, mine was rear wheel drive, and the 6x6 did work until I ripped their front drive shaft out by accident. I found a tree. 949 SQ. Whee! Yeah, for those who are watching, this every vehicle in this game is basically a vehicle, and I owned one of these in real life. Same front bumper, same rear bumper. I didn't have a roof rack or anything, and half the stuff that like it was actually used for towing. But I used to own one of these, and it was super fun. Not easy to get parts for, and then the one day I decided to go off-roading, and I went a little too fast, went over a tree, smashed my front drive shaft out, so I was stuck to because in this game you notice that without me having all-wheel drive, it shows it as front-wheel drive only, which is almost like impossible to start with. Mine was obviously rear-wheel drive, so I always had that four-wheel drive control in the back. But yeah, I lost the front connection of my axle. It was great. I tried to get a new drive shaft, could not. So I still just use it as a as the truck, and then eventually the frame rotted out, and I didn't notice because I was always getting mud on the truck. So I'd never like no matter how many times I wash it, I never did see the frame, and because oil would come out because I would always break something. And then the one day I was beating the heck out of it, and all of a sudden it twisted, and that was it. The truck was done because I twisted the entire frame. I could have replaced it. The mounts and stuff are for your engine and for your leaf springs, all that. Sure, I could have just patched my original, but she was rusted out pretty good. The truck was old, like American trucks, same as what we were gonna do before, until I had to go, unfortunately. Dude, I miss my 6x6. It was so fun. Besides
Levels through those trees.
the feel was pretty. The fuel economy was pretty bad in it, though. No, because again, you restarted again. Remember? Oh, yeah. See, New Game Plus is like that with multiplayer. If you actually go through the game properly and earn them, then you still have them when you come to mine. New Game Plus, it's like the cheat code doesn't really work because that's pretty much what it is a cheat code. When you give yourself everything, I can build you the I can build you the truck. You know that, right? Yeah, but then when you leave, the truck will still be here. That's the one thing I like about farming is you got like the host it shares. I'm You're using the Jeep, yeah, the Wrangler. What? You know it also has crawler suspension? My tractor. Yeah, please don't ever talk about my mom. If you, I wish mine was. She abused and tortured me my entire life. Hmm. Yeah, I know. It's stuck to your basic Wrangler. What? Yeah, you always. I tell anyone, even when not being an off-road vehicle, always buy a set of five, because if you ever blow your tire, which is likely, no matter what, your spare tire will make your vehicle run like shit because it's never going to be the same size as the tires that you buy. Because whoever keeps their stock tires, everyone always puts whatever custom rim they want or tires because they want the look, right? Or like, for example, my off-road car that I told you about, my 2,000 horsepower, I would burn through tires on my rally track. Like, I still have the original spare tire sitting in the garage. Like, the rims are still the same. It's got the old steely rims, but the tread is different because I always had different tires. Like, and then when like the 1 year when I went to go get those tires again, like the rubber, they, they were no longer, they discontinued them. So I had to buy a whole different set of brand of rubber, which did not last very long either. Yeah. There's no way I'm faster than the Jeep. I only have 4 gears. I didn't upgrade the engine in this. You need to turn back there. There's a trail. Oh, that's because you have crawler. You're not supposed to drive over stuff fast. Yeah. See, I don't like all-wheel drive. I like four-wheel drive. I like being able to take it in and out. Well, the best way to achieve 50-50 split is have solid axles. That's what I had on my car. It was perfect. Actually, it was weird because I had a 60-40 split I built, but it was 60 in the front and 40 in the back. Yeah, but yeah, I had a 60 in the front and a 40 in the back. You want to know why? I said, do you want to know why? It was for drifting. The front, I wanted the front to have more power to hug the corners because I didn't rely on my brakes to drift. No, no, the brakes were expensive, but like we would be drifting like through mud and dirt. Like we would go to places where you would never take like your fancy car. And with the 2,000 horsepower, the wheels spun really quick and really fast. And when you're going sideways, there's also a reason why I kept Steelies was so I didn't break any aluminum rims because I would break aluminum tire like rims really quickly. But dirt would also get in really easy. So half the time you're driving and your brakes are full of mud and dirt from it spinning out. So like I couldn't use the brakes half the time. If you go to slam your brakes, you're just grinding out your brakes, and those brakes were 2 grand each. Yeah, yeah, but I lose my brake in 10 minutes of driving. Yeah, but you just had to go through a day of off roading. Mine was 10 minutes down the fucking track, but which usually takes 6 hours. So I don't know how everyone else that raced with me had their brakes still. Well, they went slower. Our thing doesn't have like it's not like a professional league or anything. So like there's no like limitations. One dude did try bringing a modern car, with like low profiles. Yeah, it didn't work. We tried to tell him. I mean, yeah, but they don't work. Like mine, like I said, mine was built for it. And like I said, my car was sitting there the one day, and this dude, like it looks like a rally car, kind of. And he comes up to me and he's like, because my car is covered in mud and dirt, right? And he's like, "Man, what is this piece of shit?" I just turned and looked at him, and I'm like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "Wait, what's this car?" I'm like, and then I opened the hood, and there's this mint because my engine's completely like sealed, right? And he looks at my engine, and he stares back at me. He's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah." It's like my engine is like, there's no chrome on it. It's a big block. It's got two twin turbos from a semi truck, which I have had whole different hoses and oil coolers and everything. Like the engine looked brand new because that engine doesn't touch the dirt at all. It's sealed, which was hard to do for that car. But he looks at it and he's like, "Holy shit!" And then yeah, we start racing, and like I said, there actually was a guy. He did have. I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but it was 1,000 horsepower, and it did pretty good. I needed to hug that corner up a hill, up, up. We'll follow the main road. I went up because I went up because I wanted to see the what you would call it. Yeah, triangle. I have not, but that sounds like a very dumb idea. I don't. Why does he want a V12 from a Ferrari? They're not that fast at all. It's kind of disappointing and a waste of money. He just wanted to. Yeah, it's still. I'm just gonna say, just because of the car that I built, yeah, it's still too slow. That Ferrari. Actually, no. There was some asshole in a beat up Chevrolet Bel Air. It looked like a piece of shit, and he was pushing over 3,000 horsepower, and he kicked my ass off the drag line. He actually had drag tires and a parachute. I don't know what the hell that's gonna do, but I mean, he had it. I went down the hill. No, no, turn around. Go, are you facing straight? Yeah, go down that. That's a trail. I guess I'll have to just drive slower. Whee! I'm just gonna have a nap. I'm just gonna have a nap. I'm having I'm having a nap. Just go on the road and pull me up the road. I called mine the suicide bomb. I mean I could put a seat in the back of mine at the time, but you'd be right above the gas tank, and I don't know how safe that would be, but I would do it. You know what's sad about that? You know what's sad about that? Your stock Hemi truck from 2005 is still more horsepower and still quicker than that. Yeah. My my mom's stock 5.7 Hemi is pushing 462 horsepower stock. No, that's just what those trucks are like. And that is why our rear ends are always going in them because people like, "Oh, I'm in a Hemi, I can go fast all the time." They go fast. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just following the main road. Just follow the main road. But yeah, but yeah, but Buddy's is not his truck his thing isn't stock. His is upgraded. My mom's is stock. That's the sad part. He had to build his to get there. That truck just comes like that. I don't know what the front's pushing because it's, not a solid drive shaft or axle, but you know, it's just it's just sad that he had to build that to get that much horsepower and some shitty ass truck that people are always driving still has more power. do, you, do you know what's sad? The price for the aftermarket kits, the performance for that Hemi, cost 13 times more than an entire vehicle he owns. No, 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 no. One header, stock header, for that Hemi is 6 grand. If you can explain to me why it's 6 grand, go ahead. And that's not even the performance one. The performance one was 13 grand per header. We should know we had a guy who was gonna try to sell us one. He had him in the backseat of his car, and my mom was like, "Oh, I want those," and then he tells her the price tag, and she's like, "Oh, never mind." I just do, I don't like CVTs very much. Ooh. That's what I feel like whenever I hop into one. No, the Nissan, quick car or whatever the hell it's called. A friend that I hang out once in a while that I go sailing with, he has it, and it's the same thing with that transmission. I hate it. Oh, it's up the road. I have the solution for that. Manual transmission. Mine came off a Peterbilt. Yeah, it'll probably sound better than your. It'll definitely sound better than what you have now. Yeah, and that's your fault. I wasn't stupid enough to make that decision. See, you decided to have, the wife and kids and all that. I decided to be smart and become gay. S Say what you will, you're definitely gay for me. We'll see. Should I tell my stream how you feel? Should I tell them the truth? Exactly. So shut up and agree. By the way, guys, this is my furry best friend. I love him. Why, is there more you want to add to that? You're the one who spoke against it. No, no, no. Go ahead. Go tell everyone what you're thinking. Your wife's never gonna watch this anyways. Uh-huh. 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 See, guys, he just doesn't like me, right? You think he likes me, and then he just bam doesn't. Are you still behind me? I looked. I looked on the map and I saw a Jeep sideways. I'm like, that's not normal. Helicopter, helicopter. I like how everyone wants GTA 6, but like GTA 5 didn't even have working mirrors. That almost went very badly. Oh. Whee! Perfect. The road in front of me. Well, mine is because I gunned it in low high and then didn't turn my. The force feedback when I hit the rock, oh, it twisted my arm. No regrets though. Yes, yes, but hun. I have the steering wheel with the force feedback. I have the really good, expensive gaming wheel. When I hit the rock, it decided to twist my arm. Me too. Yeah, the current's a little strong, and it doesn't look like it's that strong there, but it is. Hmm. Well, the one that you're in, I actually don't mind with that year. They were pretty good with the amount of kits you can get for them. As for the CJ, I don't know why they did the CJ. Like they didn't give it like any good lifts or tires. Like it's still smaller than that one. The mods have the XJ, and I love that Jeep because my stepdad owns one and I own one. I have a manual though. He's got the automatic. I kind of like the automatic a little bit more than I like my manual. He's got a 97 and I also have a 95. Mine
is not a sport, but it's enough. I don't really want a sport for off-roading. Not for that one, at least. Mine was given to me by my uncle. Mine needed a frame. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right for those Jeeps. Yeah, there's a hole there. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, step bro, you stuck? I'm coming. Just gotta climb some stairs real quick. I gotta climb some stairs real quick. Damn, I had such potential. No, I was looking at the pathing. Well, you could see me trying to reverse. Why would you just stay there? Ah, this seems worse. That's funny. Oh, I do, but I'm upside down. You stuck? It will? There's a lot of trees. Why is why is every tree I'm winching break? Where's the big one? She wants to. We have to go that way. Long live the king! Long live the king.
I have stuff. I'm a train. Right. I'm a train. I just put some of my wheels on the track and I just hold the throttle and I don't even need to steer. Like, no, literally, I'm not steering. I'm just holding the throttle. It's keeping me on the track. Well, don't do that. Ah, you don't need that. No, trust me, you don't. No. The giant blue thing with lights driving up the hill. Not even he can save you. Fueling. I've already had to fill up once and I'm 35 out of 95 liters. Well, look what you're in. I'm in an old ass truck that's a 6x6. Exactly. That's why you still have fuel. It's not going anywhere. It it is. Oh, I can get oil here. Do you need any oil? Mm, left and then right. Yep. I'm using the DLC tires too. Yeah, the stock tires for mud on this suck. There is only one set of mud tires for this, from what I saw on my list. But then you get the DLC and it's like, hey, here's a bunch. I'm like, sweet. Oh, that's a truck. Oh, well, what are you doing it? How deep? Wait a second. If that's fully underwater, how deep? Where's the road? Oh, it's past the truck. Holy crap, that's deep. I'm in front of you. Is my tires even touching? No. I am. I'm floating. I'm amphibious. I'm amphibious. Yeah, cause you see the truck right there. I'm like, wait a second. If that truck's underwater, this can't be shallow. Ooh, the snorkel's on that side. I mean, you can, but we gotta go. We gotta go past the truck anyway. So I'm just gonna winch behind it and pull it back to shore. Yeah, but we gotta go past the truck. Don't pull it towards you. I'm just using the trees. Yeah, I know. That's why I said just go this way. I probably can once I get that truck out of there. Oh, that hurt the engine. Yeah, but where we gotta go is behind that truck. Where you're looking at doesn't bring us there. Yeah, no. Again, that's not the right area. Yeah, I'm about to pull the truck up. There's a little bit of area here. Yeah, I wasn't gonna attempt. I wasn't going to maneuver this around that if I didn't have to. I made it over there just fine. The vehicles float. That is a heavy truck. Okay. Does that turn on? Holy shit, the truck runs. Yeah, I made sure to pull the snorkel out of the water, but it's on right now. No, it was on. Is it out of fuel? No, I think the engine is complete. It's got no fuel. Mine's always on. Okay, this truck. Does this truck have? Let's see the damage of this truck. Gas tank's fine. No, we can't drive it. We have to bring it somewhere. Cause it's not our truck. We have to bring it somewhere to unlock it. Okay, the truck's on now. Nope, it's an 8x8. I'm gonna pull it up here and then hook to the front of it and pull it that way so it can steer properly. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I can't believe this thing was buried in the water. Yeah, like his snorkel is the same height as his roof, so I guess the snorkel was still out of it. I always like it doesn't give you much of the story for this stuff. Like I'm really curious like why that truck was there. Like I get he probably wanted to have some fun, but man, like it looks beat up. Like I don't know if you see it, but it looks beat up. Why are you why are you going in reverse? I'm not gonna win the tug of war with an 8x8. Well, see, that's the amazing part too, is like it's beat up, but like none of the parts are in red. Like it's still a fully functional vehicle. It just had no fuel. That's okay. We're going in low. Amazingly, I'm pulling him, so it's doesn't have any power, pretty much. Which I offered to give you the Ford. You didn't want it. No, no. There's so many different trucks you could pick that are American, and you decided to pick that. We're using a Scout because we're scouting. We can switch the other trucks after. Yeah, I've been going to watchtowers. That's what scouting is. And the other destination point I've set is to another one. Bounty truck, that is. Okay, I'm gonna park this here. Where is this thing supposed to go? That's not a me or thing or them thing. That's a licensing thing. No, a lot of places that even like $1 million shows like Go Rush and stuff like that, like a lot of the Dodge Cummins sounds, they can't actually you'll never hear a proper Dodge Cummins sounds in any of those shows because they don't have the license. A lot of games and stuff don't. Like you could have $1 million games. It's if you don't like it's up to them if they give you the license or two. Like it could be they could ask for $5, $1 million, or heck they could just say no. No, no, a lot. None of their Dodges are actual Dodge sounds. Not one. No, a lot of their vehicles. Most of their vehicles aren't the actual proper sounds of the vehicles they're supposed to be. Actually, a lot of them are mismatched. You'll have a vehicle that has a different sound using this one, and then vice versa. Because well, some of them have the right sound, but most of them don't. But then again, like most, you'll eventually find an engine sound that will sound just like another vehicle because well, there's only a certain amount of sounds a vehicle can make. You're gonna reach one of them eventually. Man, gross. You like GTRs? What's wrong with you? Then again, you own a Subaru. Who am I asking? Well, you would hope after it being the sixth game they would have something like that. I don't really like the Forza games. No, that game sucked. Yeah, a lot of games like that. The, I mean, the game that I like playing for racing, it's not open world, unfortunately. I love doing actually no, it is. Well, it's not open world, sorry, but it is. There is online to it. I love playing Gran Turismo some days. That is more realistic than Forza, but Forza has an open world, which sucks. Like, I mean, it's good. I like the open world. It sucks if Gran Turismo doesn't have it. No, no, I ref no, 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 no. I don't want you to go. You, you can't go. I've been waiting for you to come on for so long, and then you haven't even been on for an hour. Why do you do this to me? I like how you're calling me bro. That's not what you usually call me. Haha. Maybe on the streaming, but not while we're talking. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Only if our stream's new. But I'm trying to get to the watchtower. I'm trying to get to the watchtower, and my decision was to bring an 8 byte with us for some fucking reason. Watchtower is literally just up there. I'm just trying to get to it. Again, I'm dragging an 8 byte for some fucking reason. No, we have to get the watchtower. But the watchtower's right here. But the watchtower's right here. Exactly. I should turn that thing off. Alright, bye, I guess. Okay. Trying to figure out for next time where the hell I'm supposed to bring this. How many maps are on this one? There's two. Okay, so there's only one gateway you can go through. Just there. So I was gonna like bring it over or whatever to where the garage is and just kind of like fix it that way. But that's gonna be like there's rocks in the middle of the road there. The bridge isn't done being built there. This is a terrible area. And then the road just kind of disappears. Actually, yeah, the road literally just disappears. My vehicle's about to run out of fuel. Do I have... I mean, I could always try bringing another one over here. It's like, I can probably get to here probably decently well. Like, I still got repair points, don't I? Yeah. And still got, uh, 4 tires. That thing just needs fuel now. What was the objective for that? Oh, and to deliver to transformer area. Oh, that's way over there. That being said, maybe tomorrow I can get him to start heading this way if he plays, and then yeah. Well, if you guys ever want to join multiplayer, if you have the game and everything, um, if anyone ever wants to join me, just let me know. I do want to say this because that one guy tried joining us and it was fine. You gotta have a mic. Like we're willing. Like as you see, we're on Discord. Discord's free. You can download no problem, and then you don't even have to have a mic. You can just talk into your phone. Like we do not mind. It's just easier to discuss. Unless you could always use like the chat and everything like for when I'm streaming, but it's still like 10 to 15 seconds delayed. So our voice would be much quicker, much simpler, and it's not. We don't care what you sound like. It's just a matter of like, hey, if I have to say, hey, turn them this way or I went that way or, for example, when Buddy joined us, he picked a non-American truck and I just said that we're going to do American trucks. So, you know, um, yeah. That being said, like, just it's not a problem or anything, but yeah, if you want to join, it's on crossplay because he's on an Xbox right now and I'm on a PlayStation. So we just do Discord since the PS5 has that option. Now, if you're on a PS4, you can still join. There will be no Discord option, fortunately. So you might have to use your phone or whatever, but everyone's willing to join. We can have up to 4 people. It's me and him already, so we know there's 2. So, and you can always alternate because not everyone's gonna be on at the same time. But I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of the night. Take care, everyone.